What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about DJ Khaled, of all people. So, over the weekend or Friday, I guess you'd say, he dropped a new track with Future and Lil Baby. And you're like, oh, I didn't even know this dropped. And I wouldn't blame you just because this thing really landed with a thud, man. I mean, I know that for a while it's been pretty clear that like 20, like, what would you call it, like 15, really 2018, like prime, like, Atlanta sound has been not popular for a while. Like, it's always going to have its fans, it will always have a place, but with like the commercial peak that it really hit in that late 2010s, early 2020s, that specific moment is just behind us, and I think everyone could admit that. Well, apparently no one told DJ Khaled, because he's still dropping tracks like it is 2019, and that, you can just throw Lil Baby in Future and you're gonna run up crazy streams and you might have a hit on your hands. Well, first off, the song is just so generic and boring, and such a I've heard this already 10 times track. That was never going to happen. I mean, that's another whole critique, is just the unoriginality that DJ Khaled brings, especially lately. But you can tell that he's still very much attached to his old ways and has not really found his own path outside of that, it seems. He's got a new album coming out soon, I'm pretty sure here, and I believe this is one of the singles from it. I might be mistaken on this just because I'm not that tapped into DJ Khaled news, but I believe that is what is happening. And so, I mean, if this is the single for that album, then that, I'm guessing, is fairly indicative to what the rest of the album kind of looks and sounds like. And essentially, it's just a even more watered down version of what we've previously gotten. So I find this interesting only because this is like a true signifier to where that sound kind of currently is as far as commercial viability. So everyone on Twitter has been clowning this because, like, a few years ago, Lil Baby Future song, even DJ Khaled or not, like, that thing's about to do fairly well, at least people checking it out. And now it's getting clowned because it didn't even run up 1 million streams on its first day, which 1 million streams is a lot of streams. Let's not act like that isn't a, remarkable accomplishment on its own. But when you're talking about, Future, Lil Baby, even DJ Khaled, we'll throw him in there, like, the recognizability, if that's even a word, of these artists specifically matched with that number, that is what people are really looking at. Like, dang, like, this is truly, like, not just an easy W layup of a commercial hit anymore the way it used to be. And I also find it interesting just because I feel like DJ Khaled, as hands off as he is with that entire process, I do think there was still a place for him to kind of exist as he had been. All he had to do was change up who he was working with, or at least the combinations. Like Future, Lil Baby, I never heard that before. I've heard that 30 times already. Like, if you're gonna do that, it better be something super original that makes it worth checking them out on another song together again. It was not. It sounds like one of probably 1 million songs they've already been on together. But imagine had it been, I don't know, even Future and like someone newer. I'm trying to think of like a good guy that would be like an out of left field pairing. But what I kind of want to compare it to is Lyrical Lemonade's All Is Yellow album. That album didn't do too hot, but I think it was more so due to the eclectic nature of the features, paired with it being Lyrical Lemonade, which, like, they have a fairly strong brand presence, but I don't know if it was strong enough to really carry that album to what, it could have been potentially. But look at those pairings on there. Some really out there pairing. Like, I remember the one that I think I heard him being Cole Bennett in an interview, was the song with Lil Durk and Kid Cudi. Like, that was a very random pairing. Like, he talked about how they were like fans of each other's music, but had just never really linked up like that. So Cole Bennett's like, all right, well, I'm friends with both of you. I'm doing this. Like, let's arrange that. Like, DJ Khaled could have continued doing what he was already doing, barely producing music, and just getting cool, like, features to link up with each other, like people that otherwise may have never worked together. But he forgot to refresh on his feature list, and now we're sitting here with another Lil Baby Future track. Like, I don't know. I'm very confused on how he like failed to see where his evolution could have lied and didn't seize it. Because as goofy as DJ Khaled is, I do feel like he has like some business sense in that regard. Like, let's not act like Khaled ain't giving us bangers. Like he has. I mean, as far as like his actual input to the music side of things, you can for sure argue that. But at the very least, arranging people on cool tracks together, like I wouldn't say anyone discounted Khaled's ability to do that and to see the vision for a song and maybe get some people on it. But, you know, like I said, without rearranging who you're working with or or even just getting all new people in general. I mean, I'm trying to think. Have you seen DJ Khaled work with anyone that is like from the underground scene? Like, no. I mean, granted, maybe that sound is too different from him to really be able to properly utilize it or place it on a track, but that's just one example of like there's so many artists that he could have worked with that would be new people for him, and he's just failed to do that at pretty much every turn. And you know, instead tries to go back to 2018 2019 where you can just get two of the the Atlanta Avengers to hop on, and all of a sudden he's at least going gold like off that alone. So I am very curious, like I don't know. I feel like his album's pretty much done or like relatively done. I don't see any drastic changes coming. So you know, as far as him scrapping the whole thing and realizing people probably aren't gonna mess with it like that, if it's just another like, well, you know, we got Future and Lil Baby. Guess who else? We got Young Thug. We got, well, Drake would probably go a little crazy, but like, you know what I mean? Like, no one would be super excited because we've seen all of that before. He potentially could. Who knows? Maybe he goes full Kanye and decides to just like, actually, you know what? We tossed that whole thing in the garbage can. People weren't messing with it. I reached out to some of the newer guys I have not been working with in the past, and you know, we got some more tracks with them on it. I doubt it. I don't even know if DJ Khaled has that much like artistic integrity, to be honest. But I would hope that it's at least something that goes through his mind, if not only momentarily, before he decides he's invested too much into what it already looks like and can't really afford to do that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think DJ Khaled could have succeeded with what I said? Like just changing the artists he works with, evolving the beats as well. Like, I mean, granted, he's not doing any of this, but like just listen to more stuff, work with more producers that you haven't in the past. Like if he had just kept up on that front, people would have continued to listen around his "We the Best" or whatever he shouts on a track and mess with the music more potentially. I mean, like I previously said, people aren't going to sit here and act like DJ Khaled didn't have some big songs, whether or not, you know, his actual impact on the song as a whole and it being good. Okay, for sure. But as far as songs released under the DJ Khaled name, there have been huge songs that end up being chart toppers. So I don't think that his ability to do that is really in question. It's more so just his ability to evolve with the times and meet with new people and work with new artists. But like I said, leave your thoughts down below. I appreciate you tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you later. Peace.